If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me tell you about it. It's free, which is amazing. And there are these really cool creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will even distribute your podcast for you, so it's easy to be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you get podcasts. And you get to make money with no minimum listenership, which is really cool. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started right away. Yoga teachers, mindfulness leaders, and energy workers, are you ready to stop side hustling and start making an income doing what you love? Welcome to the Marketing Off the Mat podcast. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we'll dive into conversations with successful creatives in wellness, business, marketing, and more to uncover practical methods to take you from A to B and have some fun along the way. My name is Jessica Cross, and I'm so excited to be here with you. Let's dive in. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Jess. This is Marketing Off the Mat, and I am here today to bring you a little thought and a little bit of a chat about why you need to stop creating new content. So if this episode title kind of piqued your interest, you're like, wait, no new content? Wait, why? Isn't that what I'm supposed to be doing all the time? It's just churning out content. I am going to tell you a few reasons why I think that you should stop. So do you ever feel like you're kind of on a hamster wheel of turning out content for your Instagram, your email list, your podcast, maybe your private community? I totally can relate to that because I have been in that season of churning out content. And I want to share something that has shifted for me. What if you took a single piece of content and do what all of the content creators are starting to talk about out there, is to repurpose it. Now, maybe not repurpose that exact same piece of content, but maybe that idea or a snippet of that piece of content. So let's just say, we'll use my podcast for an example. This is something that I do right now. So maybe you're creating a single concept or a single idea, or for me, a single episode, just like this one, about whatever it is that you do. Perhaps you're a massage therapist, maybe you practice sound healing. So let's say you're creating a podcast episode all about the reasons you should get a massage or a sound massage. You could take that episode and you can create a Instagram audiogram. You can take that episode and you can take this show note from it and write your email for the week or the day, however often you are reaching out to your folks via your email. Then you can also take that and you can create a carousel about all of the reasons why you should be getting a massage or a sound healing treatment. This can ripple out into so many other things. Like that could be what you talk about on stories. You could do a live about it. You could literally take this into your in-person situations. Like if you're doing one-to-ones, or perhaps you're teaching yoga classes, like you could weave this theme, whatever it is that you've decided, into your everyday. This can also be something that you take in and expand into your private community. We could even back that out the other way. So let's say you have a private community. Maybe you have a membership or a mastermind or a group offering that people are coming to see you regularly, be it your Facebook group or you have this on some sort of membership site. What's the theme of the month? What's the theme of the week? Could you then take a small bite of that and make a podcast about it? Make an Instagram post or 3, do a story about it, write your email, like the list goes on. So instead of having to, every single time that you show up to be visible, to communicate to your audience, saying 50 different messages, could you take that very same message and make it fit the platform and make it fit the offering versus a free versus paid? So I just wanted to throw that out there today. Something else that you can do that I 100% recommend is to listen to your audience. What does your audience want? You can figure this out in several ways. So on stories, you could put a question box and have people tell you, hey, I'd love to see this, or you can do a poll, say this or that, vote on this type of content versus that. Use your insights on Instagram. So if you don't have a business profile on Instagram, head on over to your settings, go and change your profile to a business profile or a creator profile, and you will get access to insights. On your insights, you can go to your profile about halfway down around the settings, hit insights, and then you can scroll through to each of the types of content that you've posted, and you can see what people have most resonated with. You can also do this with whatever email platform that you're using, MailChimp, I use ActiveCampaign. You can go through and see what people are clicking on, what your open rate is. And this can be, of course, based on a lot of different variables, like whatever subject line you've used, but you can get the gist. You could also, if you happen to have a podcast, what are people listening to? Scroll back to your past episodes, see what is resonating with folks or what resonated within the past, and how can you bring that back in? Maybe not the exact same piece of content, but can you make a small tweak and roll it out again? So that way you're not having to constantly, as I said at the beginning, be on this hamster wheel of just turning out new stuff all the time. It's exhausting and it's confusing. So if your audience is constantly hearing a different message from you, what's your message? They might not be able to tell you. So I hope that's helpful. See if you can start using a pillow post or a single type of content, a theme rather, a single theme for your week, your month, and look at and write down all the different ways that you can roll this very theme out and see what happens. Is there a shift in how your energy is showing up into your content creation? Is there a shift in energy from the folks that are receiving it in your audience? I'd love to know. Send me a DM on Instagram and let me know what you thought about this episode. It's at jessicacross.co. All right. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you on the next episode. Thanks for listening to the Marketing Off the Mat podcast. I love hanging with you as we figure this thing out together. Do you have an idea or something to share with me? Send me a DM on Instagram at jessicacross.co and let me know what's on your mind. I'd be so grateful if you shared this with someone who could use this episode. And if you get a chance, please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Catch you on the next episode. See ya.